Okay, so last night my friends and I got the Inferion race and the Sheea race for myself and another friend of ours. And the Sheea race progression compared to the Inferion race isn't that bad. For Sheea race, you just have to spam bless X amount of times. I didn't keep track of the numbers of times I spam blessed, but I did keep track of the number of turns I did with one method I used because I thought this would be like the best method and fast. So basically, within probably nearly 600 or more turns of fighting, I reached from basically what's it, rank 0 to probably what's it, to rank 18 with it, like six more than 600 turns, because I was constantly cycling blessed with Dark Wraith since that was the race I was using. I mean, not class. I mean the class I was using. So basically, the method is just you find a slime in this area, you singly target the slime out, kill everything else, and use Blessed on yourself or Blessed on your summon. It doesn't matter which one you do, as long as you use Blessed, it will count. It doesn't even have to really heal. As long as you just use the move, it will give you XP towards ranking up. But then to top that off, you just use Bless, guard for the next 5 turns until Bless is off cooldown. Then after that, you just rinse and repeat the Bless guard, don't kill the slime. And if you have a summon, you could use it, just have it guard as well, so it mitigates damage towards you. So that way you're not going to be taking too much damage, depending on, if you're actually going to be dodging or not. Then to top it off, the other method you could do, which was honestly a bit faster for when I was getting my last 2 levels basically, is just kill everything. After you bless yourself within your first turn, you just kill everything and drink the learn potion to find another match faster. Not match, but a fight, you know what I mean. So just to find it faster, and it will be pretty easy that way. Because as long as you just get in, like what's called, you don't have to wait on the blessed cooldown, is what I mean, if you do that method. Which I didn't really think about until I was basically more than halfway done with the progression. And for the Inferion race, if you're in this area, you could get things down to one shot with like immolation, because when they attack you, they burn themselves and whatnot. And then you use Soul Absorb, which has a 3-turn cooldown. You could just get everything one shot, then Soul Absorb, guard for 3 turns, Soul Absorb, guard for 3 turns, and just like cycle through that. And also use an Alluring Potion to make it go faster as well. And the other method, which I don't know if it's going to get patched or not, but you can get an ult account or get a friend that's low level. Then you will duel them, get them to one-shot protection, and you will Soul Absorb them, and then you can just rinse and repeat that. I don't know if you have to go and heal, but you could just keep Soul Absorbing that one person in the fight and don't lose a life. Then to top it off, when it comes down to the bosses, honestly we thought that the High Priest, or whatever her name is, was going to be the easiest since she had the lowest amount of HP, and the demon dude, he puts a chain on people and you just don't have to attack when the chain is there, because we found out from a singular berserk head splitter, it can one tap somebody basically. And in doing so, for the demon boss, it's quite easy, where you just need to have a little bit of resistances, a saint, and whatever DPSs you want. Mainly probably Blade Master, Ranger, stuff that can attack off turn, and also provide stun and stuff like that. So like a Saint, Blade Masters, and a Rogue Ranger, stuff like that to attack off turn, make it go faster. But we didn't have those at the time. And when it comes down to it, just heal when needed. Having a Dragon race Saint would also be good for the Mulligan realm, if I said that right. Then for the Sheea boss, the priest, I'm going to call her High Priest. She does have this debuff on yours for us that if you heal somebody, she's going to siphon that heal and give 50% of what you healed for to herself. This also does count for Leech. If you have the Parasitic Leech, it will also heal her in return while you're damaging her. So it's just like a kind of bad thing to have sometimes. So you could replace the Parasitic Leech with the Dragon Memoir, whatever it's called, the thing that gets fractured for more physical damage. Then to top it off, she has summons where she will summon each what's it called, orderly class in game, and this will be randomized, but she will most likely summon, from what I've seen, a saint, a paladin on rare occasion, and elementalist. I don't know if she can summon the ranger or not, but I'm gonna keep in mind that she might be able to summon the ranger since it is orderly. And I haven't seen the HP for the ranger, but for the elementalist, he has 500 HP. For the saint and paladin, they have 250 HP. And one thing that is really important when it comes to fighting her is that you need to have be mindfulness of debuffs against her, because her one ability, High Retribution, which we didn't think much of the first time when she used it because it didn't heal her anything that much other than 250 HP. But the more debuffs she has stacked against her that deal damage is what I think it is from experiencing it, since we had 3 people all with Inferno enchant. And basically how it is that for the more debuffs that she has stacked against her, I'm thinking it's just burn, poison, bleed, and anything else that deals damage will be used to heal her. I'm not sure if you could use the curse or hex, whatever it is, to stop her from healing with High Retribution, because I think it also counts as a cleanse for her since it uses the debuffs. But stuff like vulnerability and fracture that make her deal less damage and take more damage will not count that much, I think, for a heal. But say she has like 35 stacks of burn on her and she has around 2000 HP. If she uses High Retribution, she's going to get a full HP pack from that. And we saw that firsthand basically, because the boss fight for each boss took, well, for the first boss, the demon dude, his boss fight took around 30 minutes for us. And we had to fight him twice because of a glitch. And it was still the exact same time, but a bit faster since we had one more person. Then for the priest, her boss fight took an hour and 30 minutes, which we basically went in around, say, maybe 4, like 3, like around 3ish a.m. and came out around 5 a.m. plus. So that was really mentally farming on everybody there. Like there was like, well, many occasions where we were just thinking about giving up, but we had a few people in legend mode, so there was no choice but to keep going. And so basically, having surprise package would come in handy against her for the stun, so you could just build up more energy. And if you can, you could cycle her what's it called, High Retribution, by using a saint while her, not like when her saint summons, have it cleanse her while High Retribution is off, either it's off cooldown or nearly off cooldown to, well, not nearly off cooldown, but when it's off cooldown or on cooldown, so that way you can note when she's going to use higher retribution, because the Saint still does have a chance to fail using cleanse on her. Then on top of it, the Saint for some reason can also cleanse your party, which we found out somehow, because I don't know why the NPC did it, but it did. And in other aspects of it, I would say summons, like say the Golem Core, Dark Wraith, Necromancer, and the Sylph. The summons do come in handy for damage mitigation, since you could have your summon guard, and whatever damage you take will also be split between the summon, which is going to be good for you in the long run since you could take less damage, but your summon might not get as much play as you need it to, because most attacks will just one-shot your summon if it doesn't have like enough HP. Which I do really wish they would buff summons just a bit on the HP mark, mainly probably Dark Wraith's orbs, because a 6-stacked orb dog gets obliterated by basically one of their attacks. And that's also with still skin when I had it active. It left one of my dogs that had it on from like 55 HP to 0.1 HP. But that's all the real information I can really give for now. Probably the best party you can do is a ton of blade dancers, probably like 4 blade dancers and a saint, or paladin maybe, against the bosses just for buffs and heals. And then the blade dancers will stun cycle the bosses for you, since they have to be attacked in order to pull off certain moves. I'm not sure if using assassin or rogue would be good anymore, but critical damage is really appreciated in boss fights in my opinion, so just go for it. I hope this is helpful to y'all, and I will just see y'all later. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the game. Peace out.